Internet, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Tori, and today I have something I wasn't going to do, but I think I'm going to do it and run with it anyway. This is my Pan That palette for 2020. I will have a playlist listed in the cards with the Pan That palette I did last year. FYI, kind of halfway was a fail. It was 3 palettes, 2 small ones, and 1 big palette. I finished off the 2 small ones and used up about half of the big one. So I wanted to go back to my roots before I started filming my panning, and I was inspired by a beauty guru made me do it, aka Paula, and the lighting is changing, and this is what we're gonna do. I filled up a Z palette. Now, I typically always have a Z palette on my desk anyway, or with my makeup, because I put in my single shadows that I'm currently panning and that are in other projects. I decided I'm going to pull a Paula. And by that I mean, I'm going to try to finish off everything that is in here. And once that's done, I am keeping the pan in to show you. I do have a tendency of, like, let's say that this shade was in a project and the goal is to hit pan. Once I hit pan, normally I rotate it out, but I'm not going to do that for this. So yeah, a lot of these are in projects. I'm going to go over most of the shades that are in here if I can remember them by name, but yeah, I will tell you what projects they're in, and as you can see, a lot of them do already have pans, so I'm not starting at the very beginning. But if you watched me before, you know, like, this shadow is really old. This shadow I've tried to pan. There's multiple eyeshadows in here that I've tried to pan and have not finished. So yeah, I kind of put it in, like, quads. Well, it was supposed to be a quad, and then it turned into, like, a warm side. And then I was like, wait, I want to use up some of these neutrals. And then I was like, we're just going to smack the color right in the middle. So does it look unappealing to you? Possibly, probably, but it does make me think. So starting up at the top right here, this is an ABH single shadow, an intense gaze. I had it in the 4 Seasons project last year. My goal was to hit pan, and I did that. And then this is a Coastal Scents single in mauve. This is currently, I believe it's in my Pet Cemetery project. I might be wrong, but yeah, this one is definitely one I want to finish. This pan is scrapings from my Jeffree Star Eclipse highlighter because it gets really weird hard pan, but it's so pretty. So I scraped it and put it in here. This shade is a mixture of this scrapings plus I think it has some gray in it from the, you know, anti-vaxxer smoke quad that I own. So I think that's in there. This is the Coastal Scents aluminum taupe. This was in my A to Z project last year. This is Makeup Geek Peaches and Cream. This was in the Manny and Makeup Geek collab palette. I wanted to finish this last year and did not do that. This shadow is from the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. This does have a little bit of pan right there in the center, but that's pretty much about it. Then over here we have, this is a L'Oreal eyeshadow. It was in the 504 quad, which I believe was called Subtle Berries. They do not make that quad anymore. And this is my last shade remaining. I panned all the other 3 ones, but this one is holding on for dear life, and it's not pigmented, so I need to use it. This is Makeup Geek's Cosmopolitan, which is from the same Manny palette, and that is in my Pet Cemetery. I love this shimmer so much. I didn't know I could love this shimmer so much. This is also from the Manny palette. I think this is Frappe. I'm not too sure. The 2 brown tones that are in that palette, one of them doesn't have a name, so then I always confuse the other one. Yeah, whatever. Just me. And then this is from the Lorac Pro Brunch palette. This is Moonlight. I am wearing that today in my inner corner, but it's not as pigmented as it was before. This is also from the Pro Brunch palette, and this is Sherbet This is from the Kathleen Lights and Morphe palette. None of those shades had names. This is an ABH single in 10K. This is, I think this is Bloody Mary from the Lorac Pro Brunch palette, and then this is Hot Sauce, and I think this one is Mimosa. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I know they're in this palette, so I think it's them. And then this is Coastal Scents Cherry Moss, which is also in my Pet Cemetery, I believe. This is from the Pro Brunch palette Lavender, and this is Smoothie. Lavender wasn't my A to Z last year. This is Blueberry Scone, which is, as the time that this is filming, don't know when this is going to go up, is currently in my Chinese zodiac sign project pan. Nice progress. This is, I think the shade was called Avocado Toast. It's either Avocado or Avocado Toast, also from the Lorac Pro Brunch palette. And then these two shimmers are from the Kathleen Lights and Morphe palettes. This is a Makeup Forever shadow. I believe this is 846. Realistically, I don't think I'm going to finish this up in a year, but I would just like to actually use it. That's the main reason why I put it in this palette, is because I don't use it and it's not cruelty free, so I, you know, want to get it out. This is what I call Tarte 3. This is from the holiday collection in 2015. It was the Romantic Eye Essentials palette. All I know is that I was gifted it from QVC, like my grandma got it from QVC, but I don't know that much about it. But this needs to go. I did hit pan on it since the year started, which is nice. This is also my Pet Cemetery project pan. This is Coastal Scents Chocolate Cherry. Yeah, I have a thing for cherries, if you couldn't tell, which they're kind of pretty much dupes. This is French Toast from the Lorac Pro Brunch palette. This is Eggs Benny, and this is Valet, also from the same palette. And then Valet is currently in my Chinese zodiac sign project pan. And then these two are, this one's Tarte 1 and this one's Tarte 4. So, yes, a lot of pan, but just because there's pan does not mean that I'm going to use this a lot. I try to reach for at least one shade from here a day, but I don't know. I have accumulated a lot of palettes this year, which is why I was afraid to do a pan that palette. So I feel like this is my safest bet because there's so much pan and because a lot of shades are in projects, but I'm not too confident in myself. And I know if you've seen my empties or watched my videos before, you know that I'm fully capable, but I've just been in a I want to play with new shadows mood, so I don't know. I think that this is possibly the easiest I could do. I'm not going to set goals for next month. I think I'm just going to, I feel like I'm probably not going to set goals with this palette till March. I feel like if I have any like early goals, actually no, that's a lie. I have one goal. I want to hit pan in Moonlight or Moon Night, whatever it's called. I think it's Moonlight from the Lorac Pro Brunch palette. That has been kind of a subconscious goal since the end of December because I realized it's a really pretty highlighter shade. I am not wearing it as a highlighter today. I said before it's in my inner corner, but I would like to hit pan on that because it's also in my 101 pans, which reminds me, a lot of these shades are in my 101 pans that do not have pan on it. So I feel like this is my safest bet for pan that palette this year because a lot of these are in multiple things and it would help me tremendously. So yeah, that is that. I'm scared, a little bit intimidated, but I think that this is my safest bet. So yeah, if you enjoy me or project panning, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all that jazz. And peace out, Girl Scout.